It's interesting, the video I watched before going to bed with the young man with the little necklace, like the bear claw necklace thing, talking about chosen ones. It actually was well intended. Okay, um, it had a lot of ignorance in it, and especially the linguistics and the understanding, because he's doing it from books. And if I write that I'm gravity and people agree that I'm gravity, does that make me gravity, right? So obviously he has some. He's not. He's doing his best. He's not. He's not the chosen one. Okay, so he's trying to explain to you. It's like Rabbi Wolpe trying to explain to you the Messiah, what the Messiah is about. Like, you don't talk to somebody who's not the Messiah about who the Messiah is and what he's about. You talk to the Messiah. You don't talk to Rabbi Wolpe. He has a paper certificate from paper pushers. All right, like it's like basing your existence off of people that are trying to sell you books to keep you distracted by money, which is wrong. So, but he's trying his best. It was good intent. He's telling people, because it's from the book of Job and Daniel. He was talking about Daniel and Job, right? The chosen ones. Right? And when me and DC Suzuki talked, he said, "You're the chosen one, okay? Because you chose to step up, and we. It wasn't so much the people that choose him; it's the chosen ones. Jesus accepts me. Muhammad accepts me. Okay. Confucius accepts me. DT Suzuki accepts me. Haile Selassie accepts me. He is like us. He's one of us. He's chosen. Okay. I'm not Harry Styles and fucking Angelina Jolie pretending to be an eternal faithful person worthy of the trust of the past, the present, the future, the Messiah. Okay, do you understand? The Messiah. Me and the young lady last night at Lowe's, said I told my family this. I said, no, I went to Sierra Vista. I took on human trafficking and genocidal scientific operations without fear to stand for the beauty of the Lord's Prayer so we could all live it. Okay. You don't get to turn Jesus and Muhammad into cartoon characters that are fighting over economics. I obliterated that by doing what the Messiah needs to do for us to accept and understand the right thing under scientific methods, to collect all the evidence with scientific methods and not be written into books passed on through buildings for economics. Do you understand? I am the chosen one. Okay. So when it says in there, the stuff that they're trying to ascertain and understand about Job, all right, life is eternal and grace is infinite. If you deny the eternal truth of the faithful love of the chosen one, that's a bad thing. Like what happened with Jesus, what happened with Muhammad, what happened with Haile Selassie, what the Japanese did with DT Suzuki, what the Chinese did with Sun Yat-sen. All the murder, all the manipulation, all the lie, turning genocide into what they refer to as a pandemic from the book of Revelation. That was horrible. Me and Isaac didn't feel, and Isaac is the spirit of Abraham, my nephew. Okay. He's the vassal, the spirit of Muhammad and Abraham. Okay, it's in my family. Because of migratory patterns through the Iberian Peninsula, don't worry about the genetics. Don't worry about the genetics. It says so in the Gospels that during the time of the apocalypse, that the spirit of Adam, Moses, David, Jesus, John, and Abraham through these warring factions will be reunited. Okay. And so and he has the one who's like Abraham, like Muhammad, has a battle with one-eyed man, and I told him right at the bat, it's himself. He's having trouble seeing things clearly because of the Wi-Fi and the brain injuries and the brain damage inflicted on people through excessive compulsive manipulative behaviors. Like Suzuki told me that one morning when I got up and my memory, I did this and I was, why is he? He goes, you got brain injuries. They attacked you all night in your dreams with the Wi-Fi programs. I was like, oh my gosh. He goes, yeah, they literally beat your brain up last night. I'm like, that's horrible. He goes, yeah, I know. Okay, we need to do something about it. We are doing something about this. Okay. Um, uh, you cannot defeat the Messiah. Okay, because he's not fighting with you. There is no winner. There is no loser. The little girl that was talking about, she's trying to understand it, but just, God is not your coach. God's omniscient, omnipotent, like me and the young lady talked about last night at Lowe's. Okay. There is no coach. There is no, the Lord and God, that's entirely two different matters. Okay. The Lord is the eternal, faithful spirit of a perfect Father that is the source of faith in God among human beings. But the Lord is not God. Okay. God is omniscient and omnipotent. The Lord is the Messiah. Okay. He's the human source of faith and infinite glory. Do you understand? Okay. So that was very irritating watching that thing with Terrence Howard yesterday for all those egomaniacs. That was like watching a Dan Brown novel. Okay. And Dan Brown, you know how me and Jesus are about Dan Brown novels. It's all just to make money. Okay. Yes, Mr. Adams. Right. So I get like, no, we ain't doing this. Right. And I told everybody, I'm not going past Christmas. This whole, we're not doing the whole Shogun thing. Where the sacrificing of Mariko and all that was Michelle Bowen back in 2011, y'all. When a woman got up with no fear to say, he's doing right and I'll try to support him, and she was murdered by manipulation through Wi-Fi and genome sequencing, all that crap. Okay. The stuff they're still using now to impulse people and bombard them with Wi-Fi and train and condition them with, subconscious recognition, because you're beating the hell out of people. As me and the young lady last night, I knew what to talk to her about and what we needed to talk about music and singing and stuff. And people, well, you're being manipulated by the Wi-Fi. It doesn't work with everybody, and you can't do it with everybody, and it can't be in the same feeling in the same way. Okay, just because people can use Wi-Fi to invade your house and make it seem like they understand you better than you understand yourself doesn't mean they understand a goddamn thing. Okay, they're not standing up for the eternal perfection of the Lord's Prayer. They don't have the heart of Psalms. They're not the seed of Proverbs. I am. Okay. Just because I feel you have to have people to engage with and understand faith and love and feel love and, and be loved. Okay. Just because people are trying to manipulate our lives with technology to keep us fighting over money doesn't mean that I'm not being manipulated. They're manipulating themselves, just like Saladin explained to me outside of Fort Huachuca back when I was making those videos on the Mr. Ari Parsons YouTube channel that I deleted years ago. Okay, do you understand? Okay. So, and the one thing with the Shogun stuff, Purian is very important to a man. Okay, and it's also important to a woman. If you have a faithful man to engage in affection and sexuality with, you have a healthier life, you have a healthier immune system, and you live longer. Okay. I haven't had a healthy sex life my entire life because of the scientific community and the cult community that calls themselves religions. Okay. And they use science and manipulation and invasion. Bad people use science to continue the status quo of genocidal sex cult operations. Okay. Good people will use science to protect people from bad people. That's why I can use technology to protect people from other people. I just can't protect them from themselves. Okay, if you don't understand this, you're stressing me out because I have to use technology to protect you from other people that use technology to abuse you. But I can't protect you from yourself. I can't protect you from waking up and using your alter ego and saying, my Jesus is better than you. It's like, you don't have a Jesus that's better than me. You have a cartoon character that you think is better than me, but he's obviously not, because he's not here doing what I'm doing, right? You see what I'm saying? So I'm going to load this up. I'm going to go get to work on the patio and stuff. And straighten up real quick, because I ain't fucking around and I need my affection for my body to recover, and I don't need to be in genocidal operations of chemical warfare any longer. And so you need to get your shit together, because the technology is rapidly sequencing and we ain't playing. All right? I love you.